Hello, Douglas County. Stu Parker running for second vice chair for the Douglas County Republican Party. Just want to talk to you a little bit about tomorrow night. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to be there. I have to go out of town to do some business and earn money for my family, something I know all of you have to do. It's certainly something, and I've talked about in previous videos, that I have been on the road and volunteering for 9 years, and it really has never been a problem. I've always succeeded in what I've done. But I did want to talk a little bit to some of you who may not know who I am, or maybe don't know me that well. I've joked a lot that I'm a recovering liberal. It's been 20 years since my last vote of stupidity. But what does that look like? I grew up in a liberal Jewish family. My parents were classic Kennedy Democrats. But that transformation, or the ability, or the okay to think about my own views and to view America and policies in a different light, came from those same parents. I recall watching a news report about the American Nazi Party walking through Skokie, Illinois on a Holocaust Remembrance Day. And Skokie at that time had the highest population of Holocaust survivors. My father was a Holocaust survivor, and as I was angry about that newscast and watching the Nazis march through the streets, he admonished me for being angry about it, because he told me that the reason he loved America and the reason he wanted to be here was because of the First Amendment, was because it was a place that anybody could speak their mind, good or bad, and let the world and the public stratosphere be able to determine what was the right path forward. And obviously we know in that case which was the right path forward. So I began to look at policies. I began to look at leftist policies and realized they just didn't work. They created so many more issues than they actually solved. As a matter of fact, they solved very few. So I began to make that change, and I began to see that liberty and free market really was the compassionate path forward. It really was the opportunity for the great success and the movement of the poor into better living conditions and a much better life. The other thing that it did was it changed my view on who conservatives were, because when I grew up, I saw conservatives, I saw the people in the room tomorrow night as what you see leftists say about conservatives today. And I'm sad about that, but as I got to know people and I got to understand conservative and free market principles, I realized that we truly are the party of compassion, of equality, and of love. And I think we just need to be able to show that better. I think we need to pull away some of the anger that maybe sometimes we show of being so frustrated, but being able to really bring out the positive messaging that free market and liberty bring to our nation, our great nation. So I'll talk about it more tomorrow, but it really is about getting out the vote, which is every day, every conversation, and it's about events that are welcoming, that bring in new people into our coalition, people that we agree with on most items. We can sort through the rest later, but let's get them for their vote. Let's elect Republicans so that we are able to change the country, or keep Douglas County conservative. Get Colorado back to the independent bastion of freedom that it has been over our lifetime. So I'll talk more about it tomorrow night. I look forward to speaking with you via video then. And as always, please reach out to me if you have any questions. Thanks, and God bless, and have a wonderful evening.